David, I think our student lives have just entered a whole new chapter.
Judging by your voice, some major drama is coming. Spill it quickly. I'm so anxious I'm about to drink the water from the next table by mistake.
Our homeroom teacher has a boyfriend.
What? Really?
This news is even more shocking than Min voluntarily doing his homework.
Hang on, how do you know? Or did you just hear some random rumor somewhere?
This morning, while she was writing on the board, her phone on the desk suddenly lit up. I only happened to glance at it, okay?
Right, happened to glance, but you probably saw every single period and comma, didn't you?
Don't interrupt the storyteller. The important thing is the name displayed on the screen.
What name?
My love, no, Yedin.
No way. Our homeroom teacher has always been super serious, right?
That's why the whole class froze. I had to rub my eyes 3 times to believe it. And that's not all. A little later the phone buzzed again.
My love, no. One again?
Exactly. This time a whole message popped up. Remember to eat lunch on time, babe.
Oh gosh, that sounds cheesy but so cute.
Cute, where? Normally, she's always rushing us to hand in homework on time. But turns out there's someone rushing her to eat lunch on time. It's literally a shark at school, a baby fish at home.
So how did the class react then? Did anyone snitch?
No, she exposed herself. During recess, she was on her phone and suddenly let out a soft, giggly smile.
Well, she was just smiling. What's so weird about that?
No, that wasn't the open your books to page 45 kind of smile. That was the sweet smile of a romance novel heroine.
You are truly a school life detective.
The whole class suddenly went dead silent. It felt like penguins discovering their teacher could dance hip-hop. Then Hoy whispered, "It seems like she's really in love, guys."
How brave of him. If she heard that, he'd get punished instantly.
Fortunately, she didn't hear. But honestly, it's really hard to imagine. Before this, I always thought teachers only lived on lesson plans and coffee.
They have their own lives too, you know.
I know, but she always warns us, focus on studying, no dating early, your future is the most important thing at this age. Then suddenly, she has a boyfriend. It feels like a fitness trainer caught secretly eating fried chicken at midnight.
Nice analogy, but what kind of person do you think her boyfriend is?
I bet he's an intellectual-looking guy with glasses, tall and warm. A teacher's boyfriend has to have that scholarly vibe. I even imagined him comforting her. Don't stay up late grading papers anymore, honey.
And she pouts. But my students haven't handed in their homework yet.
Oh, stop. Don't describe it anymore. My brain is already making a movie out of it. But who knows? Maybe at night she talks so sweetly, totally different from how she is in class.
Yeah, in the morning it's, silence, please, and at night it's, have you eaten dinner yet, sweetie? Truly the power of love.
And she dressed so beautifully today. Normally, she wears clothes that say, prepare for a 5-minute test, but today she looked so elegant and gentle, like she was going on a date.
So did you absorb a single word during class today?
Nope. The whole class turned into a private discussion about her love life. Mai even wrote a draft note asking, now that she has a boyfriend, will she assign less homework?
And what was the result?
Not at all. She still gifted us 2 more pages of homework. Her love couldn't save our grades.
Love only helps her feel less lonely, while we are still lonely amidst a mountain of homework. But on the other hand, hearing about this makes her feel much closer and cuter.
Yeah, suddenly realizing that teachers have their own lives too. They also have feelings and deserve to be cared for.
And also get called babe.
Please, don't mention that word again. It gives me goosebumps. Tomorrow in class, I probably won't even dare to look at the teacher's desk.
Just focus on the blackboard then. But what if she suddenly smiles again?
Then the whole class will panic again, obviously. Student life is so idle, we gossip about the teacher more than our exam schedule.
Because facing the exam schedule is too painful, so our brains automatically search for joy to avoid it.
That explanation sounds very convincing.
Come on, drink your water, otherwise people might think we are plotting something shady.
David, This week has been as long as a century.
Calm down. Today is only Wednesday.
That's what's scary. I feel like I've been going to school nonstop for 3 months.
Caught in a test storm again?
Not just tests. It's a destructive combo. Homework, presentations, plus the specialty of unannounced cold calls to the board.
A menu, perfectly flavored with school hell.
Yesterday, while I was sitting there praying, the math teacher called my name straight to the board.
And then what? Did you manage to solve it?
If the definition of solving the problem is standing motionless like an ancient Greek statue, then I did an outstanding job.
You couldn't even write a single word?
My brain at that moment was as empty as a wallet at the end of the month. Looking at the formulas, I thought they were alien characters.
Then what did she say?
She asked gently, "Do you understand the lesson?" At that moment, I just wanted to reply, "I only understand the helplessness in your eyes, teacher."
At least you could read the teacher's emotions. Bonus points for sensitivity.
I was standing up there, my heart pounding like a neighborhood loudspeaker.
So no teammates came to the rescue.
Rescue? In my dreams! Everyone simultaneously bowed their heads, pretending to take notes like the most diligent students in the world.
What a close friendship, running away when trouble hits.
Especially Mai. She avoided my gaze completely, terrified of being dragged into it.
Just a student's natural reflex.
I think our class has a secret survival skills training course. Rule number 1, absolutely no eye contact with the person at the board.
I wasn't doing any better over here. Yesterday, I accidentally fell asleep right during history class.
Oh no, did you get caught?
The scary part was, even though I was sleeping, in my dream I saw myself studying history. My brain was working at full capacity.
A brain too dedicated to the cause of studying.
I startled awake right when the teacher asked, "Do you have any comments on today's lesson?" Since I wasn't fully awake, I blurted out, "Please, let me sleep for 5 more minutes."
Oh my gosh, you were so brave.
The whole class laughed so hard the classroom almost exploded. The teacher stared at me for 3 seconds, which felt like a century, then said, "I highly commend your honesty."
That sends a shiver down my spine.
From that day on, I swore never to stay up late again.
I can't even sleep early because of the pile of homework. I usually close my eyes around 1 or 2 in the morning. The funniest thing was this morning, half asleep, I accidentally grabbed the facial cleanser to brush my teeth.
You're very lucky to still be alive to sit here and tell the story.
My head was completely foggy, not to mention the group presentation the day before yesterday.
Did your group work well?
If we evaluate by the standard of not fighting to the point of disbanding, then it was temporarily fine.
Sounds like it was full of storms?
The one in charge forgot the USB, the presenter forgot their lines, and the other one asked blankly, "Wait, is today the presentation?"
Truly the pinnacle of great teamwork.
As for me, I had to stand on the podium smiling brightly, trying to act like everything was under control. At that moment, I felt like the musician still playing the violin on the sinking Titanic.
But do you agree that teachers have a superpower to detect students who haven't studied?
Totally! On days when you're well prepared and your hair is neat, you never get called on.
But on days when your eyes are dark like a panda's and you haven't reviewed the lesson yet,
Then immediately, "Please go to the board." Classic school law. Today I even went to school wearing 2 different colored socks.
and you didn't even notice?
At that moment, I was so sleepy, my eyes were half closed. I just grabbed whatever and put them on. The most painful part was that none of my friends bothered to tell me, letting me stroll around for 3 periods.
They probably wanted to stay silent to preserve the entertainment value.
Mai even secretly took a photo and sent it to the group chat. Truly to each their own kind of best friend.
Well, let's forget about the socks. The real nightmare is coming. Midterms are next week.
Oh, don't mention the word midterm anymore. It hurts my heart. Looking at the exam schedule, I'd think it was the schedule for a world boxing championship.
Which subject makes you shake the most?
Still math. Always math.
I thought you were more afraid of chemistry.
Chemistry at least has experiments and vivid color changes. But math only has cold, emotionless numbers and shapes.
Sounds like you were just rejected by mathematical equations.
They never loved me, they only find ways to torture me. Yesterday, I sat and solved a math problem for 40 minutes.
And did you get the result?
It was a negative number. While the problem asked to calculate the area of a circle,
The area of a circle being a negative number is indeed a great invention of yours.
I looked at the solution, then looked at my life, and found both to be equally vague.
Hang in there, pressure makes diamonds. Have you noticed the atmosphere at our school has completely changed these past few days?
I agree. The kids who are usually mischievous are now suddenly sitting in dead silence holding their review sheets.
The library is as crowded as a cinema on blockbuster release day.
In the canteen, there's no more laughing or joking either. Everyone has the faces of people who once had dreams. Even Hui was holding a book and reading during recess today.
Who is reading a book? Then that's definitely a sign of the impending apocalypse.
I almost pulled out my phone to take a picture for historical evidence. But thinking about it, even though it's tiring, it's also fun, isn't it?
Yeah, after leaving school, things like falling asleep, getting answers completely wrong, or wearing mismatched socks will be the most memorable memories.
That's so true. Sometimes when I'm so tired I want to cry, just hearing my friends tell a silly story makes me giggle the whole time.
Just like the two of us right now, coffee and venting are always the best healing medicine.
You just made a philosophical statement like a little old man.
Thank you. I'm growing up under the pressure of all these deadlines.
Don't forget there's still a test tomorrow.
Oh, please, let me peacefully enjoy the remaining 5 minutes of my break.
No way. Students don't have the concept of peace during exam season, but at least we still have allies.
Who?
Those who stay up all night studying, fall asleep on desks, and complain together every morning. A solid friendship built on the foundation of shared deadlines.
That sounds very realistic and heartwarming. Surviving this week is already an achievement.
Yeah, that's right. David, have you ever met anyone who looks so smart and intellectual in real life, but occasionally does super silly things?
Yes, I see one every day.
Who is it?
Who else but you?
I'm starting to doubt our so-called soulmate friendship.
Come on, it's a cute kind of silly. Why did you suddenly ask anyway?
This morning, I accidentally brought the TV remote to school.
What? You brought the TV remote to school?
Well, I thought it was my black backup phone.
Those two are completely different in size. How could you mistake them?
Because I was in a rush, I glanced at it, saw it was black, and just threw it in my backpack. Stop analyzing. I'm dying of embarrassment here.
And when did you realize?
During recess, I happily opened my backpack, intending to take out my phone to surf the web. But when I reached in, I accidentally touched the volume and channel buttons. I froze for 5 seconds to reflect on my life.
So where was your real phone?
It was still sitting on my desk at home, probably silently laughing at its owner's foolishness.
I think this is pretty normal compared to your glorious history.
No way, I'm only forgetful once in a while.
Then who put their pencil case in the freezer last week?
That was an accident. I was holding the pencil case while looking for yogurt.
And who used a calculator to type in their laptop password?
Because I was too sleepy then.
And what about looking for your glasses for half an hour when they were sitting right on your nose?
All right, you don't need to file my criminal evidence so thoroughly.
I have to remember them so I can entertain myself later.
Hey, do you ever imagine your life is like a movie?
Sure, like a cool action movie or a romantic high school youth drama.
Me too. But my movie is probably a low-budget, dry comedy. This morning, I walked down the stairs, daydreaming that I was a cool, chic female lead.
And, did you trip?
Slipped down 2 steps. It hurt so much. I wanted to cry, but I still had to act like I was fine.
Did anyone witness that glorious moment?
Yes, my cat. It looked at me with a look of utter contempt and walked away. Even my pet has lost faith in me.
Like they say, the harder you try to look cool, the easier it is to end up in an embarrassing situation.
Exactly. Like walking upright, full of confidence, and then suddenly tripping on a perfectly flat surface with not a single bump.
Or when you're about to take an elegant sip of water and the straw makes a loud slurping sound that echoes through the classroom. At that moment, you just want a hole to crawl into.
But I think it's thanks to our vivid imaginations that we survive this pile of schoolwork. Imagining being rich and successful in the future gives us the motivation to keep studying. Otherwise, we would have collapsed by the second period.
I'm more realistic. I only dream of the moment I can lie down in bed and sleep.
Speaking of dreams, something really funny happened in English class today. The teacher asked, "What is your dream job?"
Did someone give a crazy answer?
Nam stood up and said proudly, "My dream job is dropping out of school." The whole class laughed so hard they almost got internal injuries.
How did the teacher react?
She froze for a few seconds and then said, "At least you are honest. Having a humorous teacher makes the class so much easier to breathe. But the older I get, the more I feel we were tricked as kids. Everyone said, you'll be free when you grow up." Now, looking at adults working from dawn till dusk, looking exhausted and complaining about being tired, I feel like it's a huge scam.
That's called false advertising, bait and switch. But at least adults are financially independent and have money to spend.
Yeah, but in return, they have to face deadlines which are 10,000 times scarier than a 1 5-minute test. Actually, I take that back. I still want to be a kid.
Wise choice.
David, do you think when we grow up, we will still sit like this? Still going to cafes, complaining about everything in the world, and laughing at trivial things?
Definitely. It's just that back then, we will be complaining about bosses and coworkers instead of homework.
That sounds so grown up.
But I bet your forgetfulness will remain the same. Who knows, maybe when you go to work in the future, you'll bring the AC remote to a meeting.
Hey, I will learn my lesson thoroughly. There won't be a next time.
You said that since the pencil case in the freezer incident, but honestly, talking to you is never boring.
Because my life is a series of unannounced incidents.
More like you create the incidents yourself, but that's what makes it fun. Looking back at school years in the future, I think I'll remember these random chats more than the grades on paper.
That's true. Grades are important, but the memories of laughing to tears are the things that stay with us forever.
For example, the homeroom teacher having a boyfriend?
Stop it! I just temporarily forgot about that. Don't bring it up again.
Or the TV remote incident.
You're truly a to each their own best friend.
Yet, you've been sitting here tolerating me all this time.
Because I need someone to listen to my rambling. Thank you for always patiently listening to my random stories.
Don't mention it. I just treat this as a high-quality, free comedy show.
You ruin the touching atmosphere so quickly.
That's a natural talent. Anyway, it's dark. Let's go home and prepare for school tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow you'll bring your toothbrush to class.
If that happens, I'll stop being friends with you for 3 seconds.
Only that short?
Yeah, because after 3 seconds, I'll need someone to complain to again.
Very reasonable. Let's go home. Otherwise, you might accidentally bring the shop's glass home.
Don't challenge me. I can absolutely do that.
I believe you can. Let's go quickly. Forgetful detective.